Hello, my dears. My name is Joanna, and I welcome you to the Hannah Taconis, the Deconstruction of C-PTSD podcast. In this episode, we will talk about mental health again, or more precisely, what it means to be mentally healthy. We will continue from the last episode with our example to better understand mental health. So let us talk about it. In the last episode, we tried to better visualize the wobbly mess that is called mental health by using a model. The model made you the head of a company. The company department stood for the way our brain interprets the world around us. The workers were processes of our brain, and the equipment represented the body. We talked about how when there is a complete loss of control over the company, that this is what most people understand being mentally unwell means. But it is the end stage. Mentally unwell means mentally things are not well. To see how we can end up there, I introduce Betty, who represents bad childhood influence. This is the basis. Now we continue our build-up. First, we talk about abusive persons, then severe impact, then losing sections and projects, and lastly, signs of things going wrong. Now, we add abusive person in your life. Let us call the represented Rick. Now, while Betty doesn't aim to harm the company and is more just doing her thing, Rick is the complete opposite. His goal is to take control of your company and make his company control yours. And man does he love Betty. Not only does she offer him an easy way in, but she also helps Rick, making you guess if you can trust any of your co-workers at all. If there is no Betty, he will try his best to install one as good as he can. She hides his tracks as well. Rick will order reports, fake feedback and reviews and cause drama, so that everyone can't relax, doubts everything and everyone, and don't know what is hitting them next. That makes them also not able to spot Rick as easily. They are way too busy. Not only that, but he will try to sabotage or at least control the relationship between your company and other companies. Sometimes to support his goal, other times to rid himself of the competition or support of those companies. Rick is extremely dangerous, as he actively sabotages the company. He needs to be removed as soon as possible. And then there is severe impact, like a trauma for example, which would be equivalent to a huge accident or small explosion or a wall falling down in your company, depending on the impact. The damage is both body and mind, our work morale and equipment. Now, like with any catastrophe, the outcome depends on a lot of factors. How stable was the company before? A well-running company can easily adapt to such a drastic change and mitigate the damage significantly. But if the saboteurs are active, they might cause an impact to further damage the company or do enough damage to leave the same effect as a severe impact. They make it harder to cope and it happening more likely. If it rains, it pours. Of significant importance is also the relationship to other companies. While they might not be able to help directly, being able to receive support for your company is invaluable, be it shelter, wares, money, services, or whatever. The more and better the support, the better. Lastly, there are the first responders and workers from your community. While maybe not the best at repairing, they provide support and can be of great help, depending on the kind, size and severity of the impact. While the company can redirect its efforts and keep working, it's crucial to set aside resources and repair the damage as soon as possible. Now, what sabotage and impacts can do is make you lose sections and projects. That can be something like football, a fandom, an activity, or whatever. It can be no longer accessed and therefore not truly enjoyed. Sometimes you can access them again after the rubble was cleared, but sometimes that is not enough. I plan to do on that topic an episode if there is interest. Lastly, we talk about the first signs that things are going wrong. Now, going by our example, we know that a smoothly running company is a mentally healthy person. Everything else is not, even if it is temporarily. But it definitely doesn't mean you are crazy. A mild breakup is enough to put you in the mentally unwell category. So, what are signs you can pick up that things aren't running smoothly? A sort of brain dizziness can be a good sign. Ever had little sleep and kind of sleptwalk through the day? Anything that starts feeling like that can be a sign that your brain is very occupied or distracted, which shouldn't be. Sometimes the reason is obvious. Sometimes it is faster for us to take a break and focus on us than to two-track things. Also, if you have trouble sleeping, be it badly, lots of nightmares, weird dreams, falling asleep, or the like, a strong sign that things are not running smoothly. Same goes when you can't seem to enjoy things anymore, even if it is just specific things. Another example are strong emotional reactions, especially if you notice yourself that they are out of place and feel confused. Of course, all of this strongly depends on the person and their life. Sit down, take a deep breath, relax, and listen inside of you. In my experience, the fastest way to find out. That was it for today's episode. I hope you found it helpful. Hope you are safe and well. And, as always, if you have any questions or feedback and the like, please let me know at contactme@johannatakunis.com. More information and transcript you can find, as usually, under johannatakunis.com/podcast/ and links are in the description. I hope to see you next time. Watch yourselves and have a wonderful time.